Right. Good evening. Our topic today is Lahore attack. The Lahore attack by KUMARA SANGAKKARA. Right. Okay. First of all, tell me, what do you know about KUMARA SANGAKKARA and what do you know about Lahore attack? Now you'll have to talk. Okay. KUMARA SANGAKKARA. What do you know about KUMARA SANGAKKARA? KUMARA SANGAKKARA, Lahore attack. Lahore attack. The Lahore attack. The Lahore attack. Right. What do you know about? What do you know about KUMARA SANGAKKARA? KUMARA SANGAKKARA. What do you know about KUMARA SANGAKKARA? What do you know about KUMARA SANGAKKARA?
He is a famous cricketer.
He is a cricketer. He is a cricketer. He is a cricketer, right? He is a cricketer. Famous cricketer. He's a famous cricketer, right? And also he is what? He is an orator. He is an orator. Who is an orator? He is an orator. He is an orator. Who is an orator? Orator කියන්නේ කාටද? කතිකයෙක්. ඔව් කතිකයෙක්. හොඳ කතිකයෙක්, right? He is an orator. He is an orator. Okay? Right. What else do you know about him? වෙන මොනවද ඔයාලා දන්නේ යාගෙන කියන්න බලන්න. What do you know about him? Come on, tell me. He has got international acclaim. International acclaim is international recognition. යාත්‍යන්තර කීර්තියක් ගත්ත කෙනෙක්, right? මේවා ලියා ගන්න ඉක්මනට, right? Okay. KUMARA SANGAKKARA, he is a cricketer, he is an orator, he has got international acclaim, recognition. What else? What else do you know about him? Now we are going point by point slowly, right? Try to understand these points. By the end of the text, by the end of the prose, you must be able to analyze the Lahore attack in different thematic aspects, right? And also you must be able to answer the quotations given here. මේකේ ඉදලා තියෙන quotations වලට answer කරන්න පුළුවන් වෙනවනේ මේ text එකේ තියෙන quotation වලට, right? So for that you need to have a good understanding about the text. For that, basically know about KUMARA SANGAKKARA first. Who is KUMARA SANGAKKARA? Right? KUMARA SANGAKKARA is a cricketer, orator, international acclaim. He has got international acclaim. What else? Right? What else? Right? In 2019, he was appointed as a president of the Melbourne Cricket Club, MCC. First non-British president. First non-British president. So these things are not much important, but remember basically these things, and remember, right? He is a patriot. He is a patriot. He is a patriotic person. He is a patriotic person. He is a patriotic person. What is patriotic person? Jati mamaka puddgale, jatiyata kamati puddgale, jatiyata ආදරය කරන පුද්ගලයෙක්. Right. Very good. He is a lawyer. Thank you. He is a lawyer by profession. 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 He is a lawyer by profession, right? Okay, good. Remember this point. Shall I erase? Shall I erase? He's a coach of a cricket, right? He is a coach, right? Very good. He is a coach. Right. Now this Lahore attack has some very important, very much of significance to Sangakkara and his fellows on this particular day. Which is the day? Can you tell me the day? Can you tell me the day? That is 2009 March 3rd. Can you tell me the day? Okay. Shall I erase this off? Is that okay? Fine. Is that fine? Shall I erase? Come on, tell me. Right. Okay. I'm going to erase. දැන් මේ ලියපේ වල තේරුම් ටික පුළුවන්ද පුතාලට? කට්ටියට පුළුවන්ද මං කියපු ටික? He is a cricketer, right? He is a patriotic person. He has got international acclaim, right? He is an orator. Orator කියන්නේ කතිකේ. කිව්ව ලියා ගන්න දන්නේ නැතිව. He is an orator, right? Remember those points, right? Right. Next one, the Lahore attack. The Lahore attack. The Lahore attack. Next, the Lahore attack. Right. This happened in what? Can you tell me the date exactly? 2009. 2009. What is the date?
March 3rd.
March 3rd. March 3rd. March 3rd. 2009, March 3rd. So remember this date. Right. 2009, March 3rd. So I'll show you a video of this particular attack. So you will enjoy that. Not of course enjoy, but you will see that how the attack, how they were attacked in Lahore. Right? Okay. I'm going to show you the video.
Helicopters were forced to airlift the Sri Lankan cricket team
from a stadium in eastern Pakistan following an attack on the team's tour bus. The assault happened early Tuesday when a dozen masked gunmen armed with rifles and rocket launchers attacked the team as it traveled to a test match in Pakistan. Several players were wounded, 6 police officers were killed. The ambush happened as the cricket team was entering a traffic circle near the main sports stadium in the city of Lahore. It triggered a 15-minute gun battle between the assailants and police guarding the vehicles. Footage from Pakistani television shows gunmen with backpacks firing at the convoy. Right now, authorities are not speculating on the identity of the attackers or their motives. Police also report none of the attackers were killed or captured at the scene. John Belmont, the Associated Press.
From a stadium at Eastern Pakistan, following an attack on the team's tour bus, the assault happened early Tuesday when a dozen masked gunmen armed with rifles and rocket launchers attacked the team as it traveled to a test match in Pakistan. Several players were wounded, 6 police officers were killed. The ambush happened as the cricket team was entering a traffic circle near the main sports stadium in the city of Lahore. It triggered a 15-minute gun battle between the assailants and police guarding the vehicles. Footage from Pakistani television shows gunmen with backpacks firing at the convoy. Right now, authorities are not speculating on the identity of the attackers or their motives. Police also report none of the attackers were killed or captured at the scene. John Belmont, The Associated Press.
Right. Again, I'll play.
Helicopters were forced to airlift the Sri Lankan cricket team from a stadium in eastern Pakistan following an attack on the team's tour bus. The assault happened early Tuesday when a dozen masked gunmen armed with rifles and rocket launchers attacked the team as it traveled to a test match in Pakistan. Several players were wounded, 6 police officers were killed. The ambush happened as the cricket team was entering a traffic circle near the main sports stadium in the city of Lahore. It triggered a 15-minute gun battle between the assailants and police guarding the vehicles. Footage from Pakistani television shows gunmen with backpacks firing at the convoy. Right now, authorities are not speculating on the identity of the attackers or their motives. Police also report none of the attackers were killed or captured at the scene.
Right, well done. Right, now I'll show you how they came to Sri Lanka after the attack, arrival after coming to Sri Lanka. So how they faced the situation. Now what were their comments were. They are very cool and relaxed, right? Very cool and relaxed. They have no much thought about the attack.
I mean, I'm just very happy that I could, see the family come back to Sri Lanka in one piece, and that every breath I take, I'm pretty glad that I can take it without a problem. I mean, you just think about life and everything is in front of you in a moment, just flashing across when we go through an incident like this. None of us, if you speak to any of us, I mean, the whole members would have said to you that they've never thought that they would come alive out of that situation. And we are very lucky that no one came across any serious injuries, life-threatening, and that everyone's in good shape, and there are a few guys who need a bit more time to recover, and that we can hopefully put this behind us and move forward.
Few weeks coming to terms with they're all a bit shocked, but very, very happy to be back home. And I think they'll spend the next few weeks coming to terms with what has happened, and then I think the best thing we can do is go on playing cricket.
Right, okay, you saw that, right? Okay, Lahore attack. This was that terrible day that scene happened, right? Okay. So can you tell where is the location? Near what? Near where? Gaddafi Stadium in Lahore, near Gaddafi. Near Gaddafi Stadium. Near Gaddafi Stadium. Near Gaddafi Stadium in Lahore, right? Near Gaddafi Stadium. Near Gaddafi Stadium in Lahore. In Lahore, where? Pakistan. In Pakistan, right? Okay. Right. So what was the scene? What was the setting? This setting. So where were they heading? Where were they going? Right? So they were on their way. They were on their way. They were on their way. Right? Where? To play the third test. To play the third day, right? To play the third day of which test match? Second test. To play the third day of second test match. Second test match. To play the third day. To play the third day of the second test match against Pakistani cricket team. Against Pakistani cricket team. Right? Okay? Against the Pakistan cricket team. Okay. What happened? 6 Sri Lankan cricketers were injured. 6 Sri Lankan cricket team members, Sri Lankan national cricket team members were injured. 6 Sri Lankan cricket team members, that we call 6 Sri Lankans, were injured. And what happened to the police members? 6 Pakistani policemen and 2 civilians were killed. 6 Pakistani policemen and 2 civilians were killed. Now, can you tell me why this all happened? මේ ඔක්කොම සිද්ධ වුණේ මොකක් හින්දාද? මේ ඔක්කොම සිද්ධ වුණේ මොකක් හින්දාද? Why all this happened? මේ ඔක්කොම සිද්ධ වුණේ මොකක් හින්දාද? Why all this happened? මේ ඔක්කොම සිද්ධ වුණේ මොකක් හින්දාද? What is the reason behind all this? What is the reason? Shall I erase this and tell you? Shall I erase this? Okay. So the reason for this is terrorism. You know terrorism? You know terrorism? You know terrorism? Or the unknown terrorism කියන එක? What is terrorism? So reason for all this is terrorism. Terrorism. What is terrorism? Trastawadi, right? Terrorism, Trastawadi. So remember this backdrop. So at the same time, Kumara Sangakkara presents this speech. So he was elected to present this speech for the Colin Cowdery lecture, right? So Colin Cowdery lecture, he was invited to present this speech. So here, what does he do is present in this speech with the Sri Lankan identity, with Sri Lankan happenings, right? So he presents this with Sri Lankan flavor, right? So here, instead of touching about the technical aspects about cricket and rules and all sort of things, he touches the Sri Lankan people and their penchant, their likeness, their desire, their liking towards cricket, right? දැන් මේ terrorism එකට පසුබිම් වෙලා තිබ්බු ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ ත්‍රස්තවාදය මම මේක සිංහලෙන් කියන පුතේ ත්‍රස්තවාදයේ තියෙන කාලේ, so when there was terrorism, so people were doing different sort of things. මිනිස්සු එක එක දේවල් කර කර හිටියානේ. Some people played cricket, some people went to jobs, some people, so but terrorism was still there. Terrorism ත්‍රස්තවාදය එහෙම තිබ්බා, right? Now Sangakkara was also playing cricket. Now when they went outside, so they faced the situation, right? So now this extract, දැන් අපි මේ කතා කරන extract එක අරන් තියෙන්නේ Sangakkara present කරපු සම්පූර්ණ speech එකෙන් කෑල්ලක්. Extract. That's why we call it extract. ඔයාලා දැක්කනේ මේක? Right? So that's what we call it extract. Right here. An extract from Colin Cowdery lecture, The Lahore Attack. මම සම්පූර්ණ ස්පීච් එක මොකල්ද පෙන්නන්න මෙන්න සම්පූර්ණ ස්පීච් එකම තියෙනවා. මෙන්න මේකේ තියෙන එක එක themes, එක එක topics තියෙනවා. පිටු 23ක ස්පීච් එකක්. මේකේ තියෙන පටන් ගන්න කොහොමද? හරි ලස්සනට මෙයා පටන් ගන්න. මේක එක කෑල්ලක්. Meeting Sangakkara MCC Spirit of Cricket lecture full speech. So you can type these words and download the full speech and read it, right? The spirit of Sri Lankan cricket, a celebration of our uniqueness. That's how he starts. July 4th, 2011. He starts calling Mr. President, my lords, ladies and gentlemen. So this is obviously, you know, this is a speech. Make a speech එකක් කතාවක්. එතන මේ කතාව කරන හැටි තමයි මේ තියෙන්නේ. මේ කතාවේ topics තමයි මේ තියෙන්නේ. The history of Sri Lanka, Sri Lanka's cricketing roots කියන්නේ ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ cricket වල මුල් බැස ගැනීම, cricketing roots, right? And then you can see there's another one, the identity crisis, and then Arjuna's leadership, the search for unique players, the unifying impact of 1996 World Cup, the economic impact of being world champions, bigger roles for the cricketers, and then comes the Lahore attack. ඔන්න දැන් එනවා Lahore attack එකට. ඒතර ඔයාලට දීලා තියෙන මේ Lahore attack එකේ මෙන්න මේ particular quotation එක විතරයි. මේ යට තියෙන පිටු ගණක් තව පිටු එකමාරක් දෙකක්. So this only part you have been given. ඔයාලට දීලා තියෙන මේ part එක විතරයි. So we will go and study that. අපි ඒක study කරමු. Right? හරි. Shall we read this? අපි මේක පටන් ගමු කියවන්න. Right. So I'll not go for more details. අද නැති කට්ටියට කරන්න දෙයක් නැහැ නේ. Right, කමන්නේ. We'll start. කුමාර සංගක්කාර. How does he start? කොහොමද එයා පටන් ගන්නෙ? පටන් ගන්න කොහොමද? I was fortunate that during my life I never experienced violence in Sri Lanka firsthand. There have been so many bomb explosions over the years, but I was never in the wrong place at the wrong time. මොකක්ද එයා කියන්නේ? I was fortunate. Mama, I was fortunate. I think you can understand. I was fortunate. I am lucky. In other words, I am lucky. So I was lucky. He was telling he was lucky that during his lifetime, during his life, he never experienced violence in Sri Lanka firsthand. එයා කියනවා මොකක්ද කියන්නේ? එයා වාසනාවන්ත වුණාලු ලංකාවේ තිබ්බු හිංසනය පළවෙනි පන්තියේ අත්දැකීමක් විදිහට. ඒ කියන්නේ first hand. කෙලින්ම එයා විසින්ම අත්දකින්න හම්බෙච්චි නැති හින්දා එයා වාසනාවන්ත වෙලා තිබ්බලු. There have been so many bomb explosions over the years. There have been so many bomb explosions over the years. අවුරුදු ගානක් තිස්සේ බොහෝ බෝම්බ පිපිරීම්. There have been so many bomb explosions over the years, but I was never in the wrong place at the wrong time. There have been so many bomb explosions. බොහෝ බෝම්බ පිපිරීම් වෙලා තියෙනවලු. Over the years, අවුරුදු ගානක් තිස්සේ. But I was never in the wrong place at the wrong time. නමුත් මම කවදාවත් වැරදි වෙලාවක වැරදි තැනක ඉඳලා නැහැ. ඒ කියන්නේ මෙයා he was such a lucky person, right? Except this situation. මේ සිද්ධිය ආරෙන්නනේ, right? I was never in the wrong place at the wrong time. Right? He was never in the wrong place at the wrong time. කවදාවත් වැරදි වෙලාවක වැරදි ස්ථානයක ඉඳලා නැහැ. වුණා නම් මොකද වෙන්නේ? බෝම්බ එකකට අහු වෙන්න තිබ්බනේ පුතේ. තේරුණාද? වැරදි වෙලාවක හිටියනම් වැරදි තැනක හිටියනම් කෙලිම බෝම්බෙට අහු වෙනවා. So no life. ජීවිතයක් නැහැ එතකොට. Right, හරි. In Colombo, apart from these occasional bombs, life was relatively normal. In Colombo apart from these occasional bombs, මේ ඉඳලා හිටලා occasional කියන වචනේ දන්නවලු? occasional bombs කියන්නේ what is occasional bombs ඉඳලා හිටලා ඇති වෙන බෝම්බ ඉඳලා හිටලා වදින බෝම්බ. In Colombo, apart from these occasional bombs, දැන් කොළඹ මතකයි නේද ඒ කාලේ? So you may be little ones, very little. ඉතාලම කුඩා කට්ටිය වෙන්න ඇති නේ? ඔයාලට මතකත් නැතුව ඇති. ඉස්සර පාර්සලයක් තියෙනකොට බස් එකේ ඔයාලා බය වෙනවා හරියට නේ? අයිතිකාරයෙක් නැති පාර්සලයක් තිබ්බොත් කොළඹට ඉඳලා හිටලා attacks නේ? So life was like that. So that's what he was telling this. Apart from these occasional bumps, life was relatively normal. That's what I was telling earlier too. මම කලිනුත් කිව්වේ එකයි. Life was relatively normal. ජීවිතය සම්පූර්ණ normal, සාමාන්‍ය. People had the luxury of being physically detached from the war. Children went to school, people went to work. I played my cricket. Right? So now here the first part. Then my first part එක කියන්නේ මොකද? This countrymen. එයාගේ මිනිස්සු ගැන කියන්නේ. රටේ මිනිස්සු ගැන මේ කියන්නේ. පැහැදිලිද? Right? So he recollects Lahore attack. Then me recollects කරන Lahore attack එක. Right? මේ extract එක අපි මේ කතා කරන්නේ කලින් ඒවා නෙමෙයි. මේ extract එක. I was never fortunate during my life. I never experienced violence. ඒ විදිහට කියනවා people had the luxury of being physically detached from the war. People මිනිස්සුන්ට තිබ්බා luxury එක. luxury කියලා කියන්නේ සැප පහසුව. නැත්නම් luxury කියන්නේ සැප පහසුව. People had the luxury of being physically detached from the war. යුද්ධයෙන් physically කියලා කියන්නේ ශාරීරිකව ඈත්වීමේ වාසිය නැත්නම් luxury වාසිය තිබ්බා. Children went to school, people went to work. I played my cricket. ළමයි ගියා ඉස්කෝලේ මිනිස්සු වැඩට ගියා මම මගේ ක්‍රිකට් සෙල්ලම් කරා මම මගේ ක්‍රිකට් සෙල්ලම් කරා මේ you see how he tells it I played my cricket මේ බලන්න my cricket කියලා කියනවා මම තියා ගන්න ඕනේ he says I played cricket කියන I played my cricket මගේ cricket so he is such a absorbing character to cricket වල absorbing character එකක් නේ ඒ තරම් ආදරය කරන loving character my cricket right in other parts of the country though people were putting their lives in harm's way every day, either in the defense in the motherland or just trying to survive the geographical circumstances that made them inhabit a war zone. අමකද මේ කියන්නේ? In other parts of the country, අනිත් parts වල, රටේ අනිත් parts වල, though මිනිස්සු people were putting their lives in harm's way. මිනිසුන්ගේ ජීවිත අඳුරේ දාගත්තත් අවදානමේ දාගත්තත් either in defense of their motherland ඔවුන්ගේ මව්බිමේ ආරක්ෂාව වෙනුවෙන් or just trying to survive the geographical circumstances that made them inhabit a war zone. Right. Lives in harm's way. They were putting their lives in harm's way. They were either defense of the motherland or trying to survive the geographical circumstances. Trying to survive. Survive කියලා කියන්නේ පවතින්න උත්සාහ කරනවා. මොකද geographical circumstances. භූගෝලීය හේතුන් මත that made them inhabit a war zone. ඔවුන්ට යුද්ධයක් අත්විඳින්න වුණ භූගෝලීය පසුබිම මත පදනම් වෙලා එයාලා මොකද කරන්නේ? Inhabit a war zone. Inhabit කියලා කියන්නේ experience a war zone. War zone එක. යුද්ධ කලාපයක් අත්දකින්න උන හේතු සලකලා බලලා මෙයාලා මොකද කරන්නේ? Geographical circumstances. Survive the geographical circumstances. Right? Survive කරනවා කියලා කියන්නේ පවතින්න උත්සාහ කරනවා. දැන් මෙයා කියන එකේ මොකද්ද මේ තේරුම? භූගෝලීය පසුබිමක් මත පදනම් වෙලා ඒක හේතු කරගෙන ඔවුන්ට යුද්ධයක් අත්විඳින්න විච්ච ගැන යාලා experience කරනවා. Right? හරි. For them, avoiding bullet shells, mines and grenades were imperative for survival. For them, avoiding bullets අයින් කරන එක, bullets වලින් මගහරින එක, shells වලින් මගහරින එක, mines කියන්නේ බෝම්බ වලින් මගහරින එක, grenades වලින් මගහරින එක was imperative for survival. Imperative can essential අත්‍යවශ්‍යයි. For survival. This was an experience that I could not relate to. මේක experience එක මට කවදාවත් relate කරන්න බැරි, සම්බන්ධ කරන්න බැරි. I had great sympathy and compassion for them. මට තිබ්බා විශාල. Now you see what he's telling. I had great sympathy. මට විශාල sympathy එකක්. What is sympathy? දයාවක් තිබ්බා. Compassion. ආදරයක් තිබ්බා for them, but had no real experience. නමුත් කිසිම අත්දැකීමක් real experience එකක් තිබුණේ with which I could draw parallels. මට ඒක සමාන්තරව කියන්න පුළුවන් වෙච්ච සමාන්තර අත්දැකීමක් තිබුණේ නැහැ. That was until we toured Pakistan in 2009. අන්න දැන් එයා සිද්ධියට එනවා. මොකක්ද එන්නේ? That was until we toured Pakistan in 2009. That was until ඒක until තුරු we toured Pakistan in 2009. 2009 අපි පාකිස්තානයේ tour කරන තුරු මේක මෙහෙම වෙලා තිබ්බා. We set out to play two tests in Karachi and Lahore. The first test played of a featherbird passed without great incident. ආයල් තේරෙනවා. හරි එතකොට මෙයාලා කරච්චි වල තිබ්බු ටෙස්ට් එකක් ප්ලේ කරන්න ගියා ලාහෝර. Right, the first test played on a featherbird. ඒ featherbirds වල first test එක play වුණා. Passed without great incident. එච්චර සිද්ධියක් නැතුව ඒක පාස් වෙලා ගියා. The second test was also meandering along with us, piling up a big first innings when we departed for the ground on day 3. Day 3 එකට ground එකට යන්න හදනකොට මෙයා තමයි මේ සිද්ධිය වෙලා තියෙන්නේ මොකද්ද? Meandering along with piling up big first inning. The second test was meandering along. The second test එකත් මෙයාලට ළඟ වෙමින් තිබුණාලු piling up a big first innings. ලොකු run chase එකක් තිබ්බලු first inning එකේ and departed for the ground on day 3. Day 3 එකට යන්න ගියා. Having been asked to leave early. කලින් යන්න කියලා ඉල්ලලා තිබීමෙන් early instead of waiting for the Pakistani bus. Pakistani bus එක වෙනුවට ඒ කියන්නේ Pakistani bus එකට කලින් යන්න කියලා තිබ්බ හින්දා we were anticipating a day of toil for the bowlers. Having been asked to leave early. කලින් පිටත් වෙන්න කියලා එයාලට ඉල්ලලා තියෙන හින්දා waiting for the bus. bus එක බලාපොරොත්තු වෙමින් we were anticipating අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙමින් හිටියලු a day of hard toil for the bowlers. bowlers ලාට මහන්සි වෙච්ච දවසක් කියලා බලාපොරොත්තු වෙමින් හිටියලු. At the back of the bus, the first bowlers were loud in their complaints. bus එක පිටිපස්සේ දැන් මොකද්ද මේ සිද්ධිය? bus එක පිටිපස්සේ at the back of the bus, the fast bowlers were loud in their complaints. Right now, you can see these very typical behavior of cricketers, not only cricketers but team players lagi කට්ටිය කල්ලි ඇදිලා පොඩි ජෝක් කර වීලු කර අපිට මේ වුණා නම් හොඳයි කී වීලු කරනවානේ දැන් ඒ වගේ something like this going to happen, right? At the back of the bus, the fast bowlers were loud in their complaints. මේ fast bowlers ලා complain කර හිටියලු. මොනවද complain කර හිටියේ? I remember Tilan Tushara being particularly vocal. Tilan Tushara තමයි වැඩිපුරම vocal වෙලා හිටියේ. නිකන් කියන්න බලන් ගන්න හිටියේ මොනවද කියන්න පටන් අරගෙන හිටියේ complaining that his back was near breaking point. එයාගේ හොඳ පැත්ත පිටිපස්ස breaking point කැඩෙන්න තරමට අමාරුයි කියලා හිටියලු. He joked that he wished a bomb would go off so we could leave Lahore and go back Lahore. එයා ජෝක් කරාලු අඩේ අප්පා බෝම්බයක් අපි පුරුද්ද නියමයි අපිට ලාහෝර් දාලා ගෙදර යන්න තිබ්බා කියලා එයා වීලුවක් කර හිටියලු. Right, what happens next? ඊට පස්සේ මොකද වෙන්නේ? Not 30 seconds had passed when we heard what sounded like firecrackers going off. දැන් මේ මොකද්ද මේ this is we call foreshadowing නේ. මෙතන මොකද්ද මේ කියන්නේ foreshadowing. මෙතන foreshadow පුතේ. අපි ටෙක්නික් එක මොකද foreshadow. He foreshadows. එයා foreshadow කරනවා. The writer foreshadows. නැත්නම් අපේ the player foreshadows. player මොකද කරන්නේ foreshadow කරනවා. කලින් එන්න තියෙන දේ කියනවා. මේ වෙන්න තියෙන දෙයක් වෙයි කියලා එයා අනුමාන කරනවා. predict, right? He foreshadows what's going to happen, right? මෙන්න foreshadow කරපු දේ වෙනවා. මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ? Not 30 seconds just passed. Not 30 seconds had passed when we heard what sounded like firecrackers going off. Not 30 seconds had passed. තප්පර 30ක්වත් ගියේ නැලු we heard sounded like firecrackers going off. Firecrackers වගේ මොනවද? What had sounded like firecrackers going off? Soundcrackers. මොන soundcrackers කියලා කියන්නේ? Sounded like firecrackers. Firecrackers ගියා වගේ sounded උනාලු. Sounded like firecrackers. මොනවද firecrackers කියන්නේ? දන්නවද? මොනවද? firecrackers කියන්නේ? මොනවද firecrackers? We heard what sounded like firecrackers going off. රතිඤ්ඤා පුරනවා වගේ සද්දයක් එන්න පටන් ගත්තලු. Right? Suddenly a shout came from the front. ඉස්සරහින් සද්දයක් ආවලු. මොකද්ද? Get down. They are shooting at the bus. get down. Naminda, they are shooting at the bus. On bus එකට වෙඩි තියනවා කියලා සද්දයක් කියනවා. Right? The reaction was immediate. The reaction was immediate. The reaction කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? Reaction එක කියලා කියන්නේ ප්‍රතිචාරය. The reaction was immediate. දැන් බලන්න කෙටි වාක්‍යයක් කියලා දෙනවා. Reaction was immediate. The reaction was immediate. Reaction එක immediate. ඒ තරම් ඉක්මන් වුණාලු. Everyone died for cover. ඔක්කොම හැංගෙන්න පටන් ගත්තලු cover වෙලා. Took shelter on the asile of the behind the seats. Seat හැංගෙන්න පටන් ගත්තලු. With little space, we were all lying on top of each other. එකිනෙකා අර බස් දෙකේ මැද ඉඳ තියෙන්නේ එතන කට්ටිය වැතිලා එක්කෙනාගේ පිට නැගින්න ගත්තලු. Then the bullet started to hit. Bullet පටන් ගත්තලු hit වෙන්න. It was like a rain on a tin roof. බලන්න පාවිච්චි කරලා තියෙන language එක කොච්චර ලස්සනද කියලා. So these are all emotionally charged expressions, right? Emotionally charged expressions. Emotionally charged expressions. Emotionally charged කරලා තියෙන ලස්සන expressions මේ කියන්නේ මෙයා. Right? Yeah, emotionally, the way he presents it. එයාගේ ඉදිරිපත් කරන ආකාරයත් මම ඔයාලට ඒක පෙන්නන්න. Right? The way he presents it is also very emotional and very expressive. Right? Then the bullets started to hit. Bullets පටන් ගත්තලු hit වෙන්න. Like it was like a rain on a tin roof. බලන්නකෝ tin roof. අපි හිතමු tin roof එකකට වහලයකට මේ ටකනම් වහලයකට වතුර වැටෙනකොට ටකන් ගාලා හයියෙන් වතුර පොදවල් වැටෙනකොට කොහමද? වැහි බිඳු වැටෙනකොට කොහමද? අන්න ඒ වගේ තිබ්බලු. Right? The bus was at a standstill, an easy target for the gunmen. The bus was at a standstill. බස් එක සම්පූර්ණ නැවතීමකට තිබ්බලු. නැවතී වෙලාලු තිබ්බේ. The easy target for gunmen. මේ විරුද්ධවාදීන්ට gunmenලට easy target එකක් වෙලා තිබ්බලු. Right? හරි. As bullets started bursting through the bus, all we could do was still and quiet. Right? අපිට කරන්න තිබ්බ එකම දේ මොකද්ද? Still and quiet. නිශ්චලව, නිශ්ශබ්දව, සද්ද නැතුව ඉන්නකෝ. Hoping and praying to avoid death or injury. බලාපොරොත්තුෙන් යාඥා කරමින් to avoid death or injury. මරණයක් සහ නැත්නම් injury එකක්. injury එක කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? injury එකක් කියන්නේ තුවාලයක්. මරණයක් ප්‍රාර්ථනා කරන්න නැතුව ඒක මග අරගෙන යාඥා කර හිටියලු. Suddenly Mahela, who sits at the back of the bus, shouts saying he thinks he has been hit in the shin. Shin කියන්නේ කොහෙද? Shin කියන්නේ shin. දන්නවා shin කියන්නේ කොහෙද? Suddenly Mahela මොකද කරන්නේ? Mahela කෑ ගන්න පටන් ගත්තලු. මොනවා කියලාද කෑ ගන්න පටන් ගත්තේ? Who sits back of the bus? බස් එකේ පිටිපස්සේ හිටපු Mahela කෑ ගන්න පටන් ගත්තලු. මොනවා කියලාද කෑ ගන්න පටන් ගත්තේ? That saying that he thinks he has been hit in the shin. That he has been hit in the shin. ඕකට කොහේ වැදිලා කියලාද? Hit in the shin. Shin කියන්නේ කොහෙද? Shin කියන්නේ කකුල් ඇටේ. Right? කකුල් ඇටේ. Shin. කකුල් ඇටේ. Shin. 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 කකුලට වැදුණා කියලා එයා කෑ ගහන්න පටන් ගත්තලු. මේ කකුල් ඇටේ පල්ලෑ. Right? හරි. I am lying next to Tilan. මම වැතිරලා හිටියලු ටිලාන්ට එහා පැත්තෙන්. He groans in pain as a bullet hits him in the back of his thigh. He groans නිකන් කෙඳිරි ගන්නවලු. අමාරුවෙන් කෙඳිරි ගන්නවලු. He groans in pain වේදනාවෙන් as a bullet hits him. bullet එකක් ඒව hits කරලාලු in the back of his thigh. එයාගේ කලවේ පිටිපස්සේ. As I turn my head, now you see, these are situations, very terrible situations, cruel situations, very terrifying situations, very cruel situations, right? Naraka Boma, very horrendous situations, right? Now, these kind of immediate situations, unexpected situations, how the writer or the Sri Lankan cricket team respond is very important. මෙයාලා ඒකට මුහුණ දෙන හැටි ඉතාම වැදගත්. right? කොහොමද මෙයාලා මුහුණ දෙන්නේ? බලන්න කොහොමද මුහුණ දෙන්නේ කියලා. As I turn my head, I look at, feel something whiz past my ear. I turn my head to look at, I feel something whiz past my ear and bullet starts into the side of the seat. Seat එකේ පැත්තකට ගිහලා bullet එකක් වැදුනලු මම චුට්ටක් ඔළුව උස්සනකොට. ඔදියා බලනකොට. The exact point where my head has been a few seconds earlier. තප්පර ගානකට කලින් මගේ ඔළුව තිබ්බු තැනින් මම ඔළුව උස්සලා එයා දෙයා බලන්න හදනකොට එක පාටම බුලට් එකක් ගිහලා වැදුනලු. කොහෙද? බුලට් එකක් වැදුනලු සීට් එකේ. ඒ කියන්නේ ඔළුව තියාගෙන හිටියනම් මොකද වෙන්නේ? කෙලින්ම වදිනවා නේද? He is such a lucky guy නේ. Right. I feel something hit my shoulder and it goes numb. I feel something hit my shoulder. මගේ උරහිසේ මොනවද දෙයක් වැදුනා කියලා මට දැනුණලු. And it goes numb. It goes numb. හිරි වැටෙන්න ගත්තලු. I know I had been hit. මම දැනගත්තලු මට වැදුනා තමයි කියලා. But I was just relieved and praying I was not going to be hit in the head. මම ඔළුවට වද්ද ගන්න නෑ, ඔළුවේ වදින්නේ නෑ කියලා. මෙයා තදින් යාඥා කරගෙන relieve කරගෙන ධෛර්යවත් වෙලා right හිටියලු. Taranga Paranavitan on his debut tour is next to me. Taranga Paranavitan මොකද කරන්නේ? යාගේ debut tour එකේ is next to me. මට එහා පැත්තේ හිටියා. He stands up. නැගිටලා. Bullets flying all around him. එයාගේ වටේට bullets යනවලු shouting I have been hit. එයා කෑ ගහන්න ගත්තලු මට වැදුනෝ කියලා කෑ ගහන්න ගත්තලු. As he holds his blood soaked chest. එයාගේ ලේ තවරුණු පපුවේ. ඒක උස්සගෙන. He collapsed onto his seat apparently unconscious. එයා සීට් එකට වැටුණලු පැහැදිලිවම මොන වෙලාවද unconscious සී නැතුව. I see him and think. I see him මට එයාව දකින්නවලු. දැකලා හිතන්න ගත්තලු oh my god. You were out first ball පළවෙනි බෝලෙන් out වුණා. Run out the next inning දෙවෙනි inning එකේ run out වුණා. And now you have been shot. දැන් ඔයාට වෙඩිත් ඇදිලා what a terrible first tour. බලන්න එයා පාවිච්චි කරලා තියෙන language එක. What a terrible first tour. He make connections between things and he draws parallel between these incidents and try to make sort of humor out of this kind of situation. So it's really typical. It relieves the tension. It makes the situation the normal, right? It is strange how clear your thinking is. ඔයාගේ thinking එක කොහොමද කියලා හරියට පැහැදිලිව හිතන එක බොහොම අමාරුයි. It is strange how clear your thinking is. I did not see my life flash by. මම හිතාගත්තේ නැල්ල මගේ ජීවිතේ flash by. නිකන් වැනෙනවා කරගෙනවා කියලා හිතුවේ නෑලු. There was no insane panic. කිසිම insane panic එකක් තිබුණේ නෑලු. කිසිම කලබලයක් තිබුණේ නෑලු. There was absolute clarity and awareness of what was happening at that moment. ඒ මොහොතේ මොනවද වෙන්නේ කියලා හරියම පැහැදිලිවම awareness එකක් දැනුවත්කමක් සහ නිරවද්‍යතාවයක් clarity එකක් තිබලු what was happening at that moment. It means they were very brave, like they were ambassadors. මෙයාලා ambassadors රටක් නියෝජනය කරනනේ. ඒතර රටක් නියෝජනය කරන ambassadors ලා හැටියට මෙයාලා කොහොමද මේ situation එකට face කරන්නේ, right? They were very tough, right? බොහොම තද කට්ටිය, right? Tough. They were physical strength is high, right? Endurance high. දරා ගැනීම high, right? Vigorous training එකට යාලා undergo වෙනවා, right? So with all these, so they have the necessary courage, අවශ්‍ය ශක්තිය තිබ්බා යාලට ඒකට මුහුණ දෙන්න හරි විදියටනේ, right? I hear the bus roar into life. මට වුණා බස් එක roar කරනවා life එකට. We start to move. Dilshan is screaming at the driver, drive, we speed up. So and finally inside the safe to the stadium. මෙයාලා කොමාරි බස් එක ඉස්සරහට අරන් ස්ටේඩියම් එකේ සේෆ් තැනකට ආවා. right. ඊට පස්සේ මොකද මේ වෙන්නේ? right. අන්තිම කොටස right. There is rush to get off the bus. Bus එකට නගින්න there was rush to get off the bus. බස් එකෙන් බහින්න මාර තලබදයක් තිබ්බලු. තරංග පරණවිත get off the bus. බස් එකෙන් බහින්න මාර තලබදයක් තිබ්බලු. තරංග පරණවිතාන් stands up. තරංග පරණවිතාන් නැගිට්ටා. He He is still bleeding and has a bullet lodged lightly in his sternum. Right? Right. Again, මොකද්ද? He is still bleeding. එයාට තාම still bleeding කියන්නේ? Bleeding කියන්නේ මොකද්ද පුතේ? Bleeding කියන්නේ? Bleeding. ලේ වැగిරෙනවා. තාම ලේනවා. Bleeding ලේනවා, right? තාම ලේනවා. Right? තාම ලේනවා. කොහෙද ලේ ඉන්නේ? A bullet lodged lightly in his sternum. Sternum කියන්නේ කොහෙද? So පපුවේ මැද ඇටේ හරියේ sternum. පපුවේ මැද ඇටේ හරියේ bullet එක lodge වෙලා තද වෙලා ලේනවා. The body of the bus tempering its velocity enough to be stopped by the bone. The body of the bus tempering its velocity. Bus එකේ body එක සම්පූර්ණයෙන් කඳ, right, is tempering its velocity. ඒකේ velocity එකට enough to be stopped by the bone. Right? ඒකේ මොකද්ද? Velocity enough to be stopped by the bone. Bone එකෙන් නතර කරන්න පුළුවන් තරමට ඒක velocity එකක් තිබ්බලු. නිකන් මේ velocity එකක්. අපි කියන්නේ velocity එකක් කියලා මොකද්ද? Velocity එකක් ගැඹුරු බවක්, නිකන් ඝන බවක් තිබ්බා. Tilanga is helped off the bus. Tilangata bus එකෙන් බහින්න උදව් කරාලු. In the dressing room there is a mixture of emotions. අන්න දැන් වැදගත්ම තව නැකට තව අපි ආවා. There is a mixture of emotions. හැඟීම් වල මිශ්‍ර බවක් තිබ්බලු. මොනවද? Anger, relief, joy. Anger තරහ, relief සහනයක් තිබ්බලු. Joy සන්තෝෂයක් තිබ්බලු. Joy එක කියන්නේ 아무තු ජොලියක් තිබ්බලු. Players and coaches staff are being examined by the paramedics. Paramedics and doctors, right? Doctors මෙයාලව examine කරන පරීක්ෂා කරනවලු. Tilan and Parnavitala are taken by the ambulance to the hospital. Tilani Parnavitanu hospital එකට අරන් ගියලු ambulance එකේ. Right? We all sit in the dressing room and talk. අපි ඔක්කොම dressing room එකේ ඉඳලා කතා කරන්න ගත්තලු. Talked about what happened. දැන් බලන්න මේ බලන්න පොඩි sentence patterns වලින් ලස්සනට කියනවා මේක. Talked about what happened. Within minutes there is laughter and jokes. විනාඩි කිහිපයකින් there is laughter and jokes. විහිළු තහළු වෙන්න පටන් ගත්තලු. Have started to flow. ගලා එන්න පටන් ගත්තලු. We have for the first time been the target of violence. We had survived. We have been target of violence. අපි පළවෙනි වතාවට violence එක්ක target එකක් වෙලා තිබ්බලු. We had survived. අපි දැන් ඒකෙන් මග ඇරලා තියෙනවා survived. ඒකෙන් survived බේරිලා තියෙනවලු. Right. We all realize that what some of our fellow Sri Lankan experience every day for nearly 30 years. අපි අත්දැකලු අද අවබෝධ කරගත්තලු අපේ ශ්‍රී ලාංකිකයෝ කොහොමද දවස ගානේ අවුරුදු 30ක් තිස්සේ මේ වගේ දේවල් අත්දකින්නේ කියලා. Now you see, he draws parallel between Sri Lankan life before the war, right? During the war, right? During the war, how they experience this violence during the war time එකේ කොහොමද මෙයාලා යුද්ධය අත්දැක්කේ කියලා මෙයා draws parallel සමාන්තරව ඒක දක්වනවා, right? There was a new respect and awe for their courage and selflessness. There was a new respect, අලුත් ගෞරවයක් සහ කැපකිරීමක්. ඔව් කියන්නේ නිකන් අපි කියන්නේ අභිමානයක් for their courage and selflessness. ඔවුන්ගේ ධෛර්යය සහ පරාර්ථකාමීත්වය පිළිබඳව අපිට දැනෙන්න පටන් ගත්තා. It is notable how quickly we got over that attack on us. It is notable how quickly we got over the attack on us. ඒක හරියම වැදගත් අපි කොහොමද attack එකෙන් මිදුනේ කියලා. ඉක්මනටම මිදුනේ කියලා. Although we were physically injured, mentally we held strong. Physically අපි injured වුණාට ශාරීරිකව අපි injured වුණාට තුවාල වුණාට mentally we held strong. Mentally අපි තදින් mentally අපි බොහොම ශක්තිමත්ව හිටියා කියලා කියනවා. Now you see, this is very important, right? Now this whole incident tells how they respond, how they react to particular incident with their leadership qualities, with their patriotic feelings, right? With unity, right? With oneness, එක බවක් තුලින් right කොහොමද මෙයාලා මේකට face කරන්න කියන එක. Ajanta Mendes, his head swathed and bandaged after multiple sharpened wounds, suggests a game of poker. Ajanta Mendes, his head swathed in bandaged multiple sharpened wounds, suggests a game of poker. Ajanta Mendes මොකද කරලා තියෙන්නේ? එයාගේ දරුණු තුවාල වලින් එයාගේ මොකද්ද? bandage වලින් wounds තුවාල වහලා තිබ්බා. Suggests a game of poker. Poker game එකේ හට මතක් කරලා දෙන්න පටන් ගත්තලු ඒක. Tilan had been brought back. Tilan ආපහු ගෙනලා තිබ්බලු. Sedated but fully conscious. සම්පූර්ණ සිහිය ලැබලා තිබ්බලු. To be with us and we were made jokes him and smiles back. එයාට අපි joke කරන්න පටන් ගත්තලු. එයා අපිට hina වෙන්න පටන් ගත්තා. We were shot at. අපිට වෙඩි තිබ්බා. Grenades were thrown at us. We were injured. Yet we were not cowed. නමුත් අපි කවදාවත් බය වුන්නේ නැලු. Not cowed කියලා කියන්නේ බය වුන්නේ. Cowed බය වුන්නේ. We were injured. අපිට තුවාල කරා. Yet we were not cowed. නමුත් අපි බය වුන්නේ. We were not down and out. අපි කවදාවත් we were not down and out. අපි කවදාවත් helpless නෙමෙයි. අපි කවදාවත් down and out. අපි අසන්න වෙලා කවදාවත් නැහැ. We were not down and out. We are Sri Lankans. අපි ශ්‍රී ලාංකිකයෝ. Now you see that අපි කියන අර ගැම්ම කියලා කියන්නේ කොහොමද ඒ ගැම්ම? නේ? We are Sri Lankans. We thought to ourselves and we are tough and we will get through hardships and we will overcome because our spirit is strong. And like spirit take us strong. So that you see how they say it, the relationship between teammates, right? The spirit of cricket, the spirit of game, the spirit of cricket, the spirit of cricketers like spirit එක, the spirit of game එක තියෙන spirit එක, right? ඒක මේ වලින් suggest කරනෝනේ, මේ වලින් යෝජනා කරනෝනේ, right? Okay. This is what we would saw in our interview immediately after the attack. We were calm, collected and rational. We were calm. අපි බොහොම calm වෙලා හිටියා, collected, එකමුතු වෙලා හිටියා, and rational, තාර්කික වෙලා හිටියා. Our emotions held true to our role as unofficial ambassadors. Our emotions held true. අපේ හැඟීම් බොහොම සත්‍යවාදී වෙලා තිබ්බා as unofficial ambassadors. නිල නොලත් තානාපතිවරු හැටියට අපේ භූමිකාව අපි හරියට තේරුම් අරන් තිබ්බා. අපි ඒක කරට අරන් තිබ්බා. A week after our arrival in Colombo from Pakistan, I was driving about town and I was stopped at a checkpoint. A week after our arrival in Colombo. සතියකට පස්සේ අපේ arrival එකෙන් පස්සේ Colombo වලට from Pakistan වලින් පස්සේ I was driving about town and I was stopped at a checkpoint. මම town එකේ හට මෙහාට පොඩ්ඩක් යනකොට town එකේ යනකොට driving I was stopped at a checkpoint. මාව checkpoint එකකින් නතර කරාලු. A soldier politely inquired as to my health after the attack. Attack එකෙන් පස්සේ මගේ සෞඛ්‍ය කොහොමද කියලා සොල්දාදුවෙක් මගෙන් ඇහුවා. I said I was fine. මම කිව්වා මම හොඳයි කියලා. And added that what they as soldiers experience every day, we only experience for a few minutes. එයාලා සොල්දාදුව විදියට දවස ගානේ අත්දකින්න එක අපි මේ පැයකදී විතර පවන කාලයක්, right? Only experience few minutes. විනාඩි කිහිපයක් අත්දකින්න එක කොහොමද කියලා එයා කිව්වා. But managed to grab all the news headlines. එයා ඒ කියන අතරේ මගෙන් සියලුම විස්තර දැනගන්නත් කොහාටද ටුවර් කරන්න අනම්මනම් විස්තර ඔක්කොම මෙයාගෙන් අහලා දැනගත්තලු, right? මොනවද මැච් ඒ වගේ විස්තර අහලා දැනගත්තලු. ඔක්කොම headlines ටික අහලා දැනගත්තලු. That soldier looked me in the eye and replied, "It's okay if I die." අන්න බලන්න එයා කියප එක. soldier කියප එක මොකක්ද? It's okay if I die. මම මැරුණාට කමක් නැහැ. It's my job. ඒක මගේ job එක. And I am ready for it. මම මේකට සූදානම් වෙලා ඉන්නේ. But you are a hero. නමුත් ඔයා කියන්නේ වීරවරයෙක්. hero කෙනෙක්. වීරවරයෙක්. And if you were to die, it would be a great loss for our country. නමුත් ඔයා මැරුණොත් අපේ රට බොහොම පාඩුවක් වෙයි කියලා කිව්වා. I was taken aback. මට නිකන් එක පාටම ගැසිලා ගියා. මම නිකන් පිටිපස්සට ආවා. ගැසිලා ගියා. How can this man value this life less than mine? මගේ ජීවිතයට වැඩිය එයාගේ ජීවිතේ එයා තක්සේරු කරන්නේ කොහොමද? How this man value his life less than mine. මගේ ජීවිතයට වඩා අඩුවෙන් කොහොමද එයාගේ ජීවිතය තක්සේරු කරන්නේ? His sincerity was so overwhelming. I felt humbled. His sincerity was so overwhelming. එයාගේ නිර්ව්‍යාජත්වය, sincerity, අවංකකම overwhelming. ඉතා ඉහළයි. I felt humble. මට බොහොම නිහතමානී ලෙස දැනුණා ඒක. This is the passion that cricket and cricketers evoke in Sri Lanka. මෙන්න මේක තමයි ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ ශ්‍රී ලාංකිකයෝ විදියට ශ්‍රී ලාංකිකයෝ ක්‍රිකට් වලට සහ ක්‍රිකටර්ස් ලට මතු කරන ගෞරවය ආදරය passion එක කැමැත්ත. This is the role that I strive every day of my career to be worthy of. මගේ ජීවිතයේ රෝල් එක විදියට මම වටිනාකමක් ලබා ගන්න උත්සාහ දරන එකම දේ මෙන්න මේ මගේ කැරියර් එකෙන් මෙන්න මේක තමයි කියලා. එයා කියලා කතාව සමාප්ත කරනවා පුතේ. Right, that's it. So we have heavy work, right? අපි ලොකු වැඩක් කරා මේක ඉවර කරා, right? Okay, right. Now we have to analyze this part. දැන් මේක analyze කරන්න ඕන අපි. Right? Okay, how to analyze? කොහොමද analyze කරන්න අපි මේක දැන්? Right? So now how to analyze? දැන් මේක analyze කරන්නේ කොහොමද? Right? How to analyze? Right? So remember these points. මේ points එක මතක තියාගන්න. Right? Right. Right. Some of the interesting facets of Sangakkara. Some great aspects. Some great aspects of Sangakkara. Some great aspect of Sangakkara. Sangakkara එක සමාජ ශ්‍රේෂ්ඨ පැති ටිකක් තියෙනවා නේ මේකේ. මොනවද පැති? කියන්න පුළුවන්ද? කියන්න මාන්නකින් කිය. He is someone who handles language effectively and powerfully. Right? He is someone who handles language very powerfully and effectively. He is a great orator. Great orator, right? Great orator. Right? Great orator. Right, okay. Can you see? I'll repeat. Someone who handles language effectively and powerfully. Someone who handles language effectively and powerfully. Right. He is a good leader. Good leader, right? He's a good leader. A great human being. A great human being. A great human being. A great human being. Right? A great human being. Right? He is a patriot. He is a patriot. These aspects are very important, right? Someone who handles language effectively and powerfully, good leader, a great human being, he is a patriot. Right? Clear? Right, okay, well done. Right. Shall I erase this all පුතේ? මේ ටික මකන්නද ඔක්කොම? ඈ?
Sir, hallelujah.
ලියා ගන්න ඉක්මනට මම මේ ටික කියන්නම්. Right. Shall I write? Someone who handles language effectively and powerfully. Some aspects of Sangakkara. Some aspects of Sangakkara. Some aspects है මොකක්ද මෙතන මම ලියපු දේ මට මතක නැහැ. මෙතන මොකක්ද ලියලා තියෙන්නේ?
Some great aspect.
Great aspects. Yeah. Some great aspects of Sangakkara. Thank you. Some great aspects of Sangakkara. Who handles language effectively and powerfully, good leader, a great human being, patriot. Good leader can හොඳ නායකයෙක්. Great human being can ශ්‍රේෂ්ඨ මනුෂ්‍යයෙක්. Patriot කියන්නේ ජාති මාමක පුද්ගලයෙක්. Right? Okay. Right, shall I erase?
Okay, sir.
Okay, next point. Right, next important point. The speaker's response to the event and his colleagues is dwelt upon his personality comes to the patriotic. Right, so the speaker's responses, what does this responses reveal? Right, speaker's responses. Speaker's responses. So what do these responses reveal? May responses reveal කරන්නේ මොකක්ද? Right, first one, Sangakkara's humanity. Sangakkara's humanity. Now ලියා ගන්න පුතේ. Sangakkara's humanity. Sangakkara's humanity. Right, their endurance. Their endurance. When again right, ability to get over the shock and terror. Ability to get over shock and terror. Ability to get over shock and terror. Their endurance. Number 3. They show what? Strength and spirit. They show strength and spirit. Spirit of game. They show the strength and spirit of game. They show the strength and spirit of game. Right. Right. Next one, sense of humor. Sense of humor. Sense of humor. Next one, awareness of danger. Awareness of danger. Awareness of danger. Awareness of danger. Right. Next one, unity of the country. Unity of the country. Unity of the country. We කියලා යා represent කරන්නේ. Right. We කියලා යා represent කරන multicultural team එකක් කියලා. I repeat, on repeat කරන ලියා ගන්න කට්ටියම සංගක්කාර's humanity. යාගේ humanity එක මානුෂවාදී බව. Humanity. Their endurance, ability to get over shock and terror. Their endurance, ability to get over shock and terror. They show strength and spirit of game, sense of humor, awareness of danger, unity of the country. We කියලා represent කරන multicultural team එකක් කියලා. Right? Right, ලියා ගන්න ඒ ටික. These are speakers' responses. Speakers' responses මොනවද එළිදරව් කරන්න කියන එක. Okay, next big heading. Role as a cricketer, team member. Shall I erase this off? මොකන්නද? Next one. Shall I erase put the මොකන්නද?
Okay, sir.
Next one. Very important. Role as a cricketer, team member. मेरा role लेगा. Role as a cricketer. Role as a cricketer. Role as a cricketer. मेरा role ले होगा तो cricketer කෙනෙක් විදියට. මොනවද අපිට වන්න පුළුවන් මේකෙන්? කියන්න වන්න points එක. මේ points ගන්නත් පුළුවන්. සංගක්කාරගේ role as a cricketer. role as a cricketer. His sportsmanship, his sportsmanship. His sportsmanship. 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 The ability to get over shock and terror. Sportsmanship. Okay, sportsmanship. Number 2, tolerance. 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 Sorry, L-E-R-A-N-C. Tolerance. 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 Number 3. What? Number 3. Self-discipline. 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 Right, self-discipline. Next one, determination and team spirit. Determination and team spirit. Determination and team spirit. These ones, what you matlab diya gan? Strength and courage. Strength and courage. Identity. Unique identity. Unique identity identity ko tiyana identity. Unique identity. Unique identity. Unique identity ka ne? Unique identity ka. Unique identity. Shrestha identity ka. Identity ka kela kyanne? Makad. Makad identity ka kela kyanne? Ananyatavaya. Shrestha ananyatavaya. Aditya ananyatavaya තියෙනවා නේ. නායකයෙක් විදියට. Right. Sportsmanship, tolerance, self-discipline, determination, team spirit, strength and courage, unique identity. Right. Remember those. So ටිකක් මතක තියාගන්න. හරි. මේක අවසාන භාගයට අපි යනවා. We are moving to the last part. Okay, very good. චමුදි self control. Self control උත් තියෙනවා. Self control උත් ලියන්න පුළුවන් මොන්න. Self control. Self control. Thank you. Okay, self control. You can write a lot. තව හොයාගන්න ඔයාලට ඕන තරම් හොයාගන්න පුළුවන් සාක්ෂි. ඔයාලට ඒවා justify කරන්න තියෙන සාධාරණීකරණය කරන්න තියෙන self control, ස්වයං පාලනය, self control. Thank you චමුදි. Self control. Right, self control. Right, okay. Right, moving to the next part. ඊළඟ part එකට යනවා අපි. Right, ready? Right, you can get a question. What are his human qualities? Yeah, human qualities මොනවද කියලා. Right, human qualities. Human qualities. Human qualities. මානුෂීය ලක්ෂණ. right මානසික ලක්ෂණ මොනවද පළවෙනි එක මොනවද පළවෙනි මානසික ලක්ෂණ මොකද්ද compassion නේ compassion මෛත්‍රිය දයාව තියෙනවනේ කට්ටිය වෙනුවෙන් compassion එක තියෙනවා right compassion example ගන්න පුළුවන් ඕන තරම් compassion ඊට පස්සේ empathetic සානුකම්පිතව බලනවා empathetic ඊට පස්සේ respect towards others අනිත් කට්ටිය කෙරෙහි ගෞරවයක් තියෙනවානේ respect towards others respect towards others respect towards others respect towards others humbleness 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 කියන්නේ මොකක්ද humbleness කියන්නේ humble නියතමානීකම he never criticize others කවදාවත් අනිත් කට්ටිය විවේචනය කරන්නේ never criticize right next one bravery even in calamity ව්‍යසනයකදීවත් නිර්භීත බව right ව්‍යසනයකදීවත් නිර්භීත වෙන බවනේ not panic වෙන්නේ කවදාවත් කලබල වෙන්නේ not panic awareness not panic වෙන්නේ කලබල වෙන්නේ right compassion empathetic respect towards others humbleness never criticize bravery in the calamity not panic awareness right shall I erase magannada
Okay, sir.
others talk will uncutටි කතා කරන්න is that okay is that fine if I erase දැන් මගල තියෙන්නේ කරන්න දෙයක් නැහැ if you don't talk I'll erase as literature student you must speak right you must never be silent කවදාවත් නිශ්ශබ්ද වෙන්න ඕනේ නැහැ great orator කෙනෙක් විදියට මොනවද අපිට ගන්න තියෙන්නේ යාගේ great orator මොනවද ගන්න තියෙන්නේ great orator මොනවද power of language එකේ power එක language of power power of language sorry power of language number 2 power of language එකේ power එක right නැත්නම් අපි කියනවා force of language එකේ තියෙන බලය force of language emotions තියෙනවානේ emotions language right power of language force of language emotions number 3 create vivid pictures භවනානේ vivid pictures or auditory and visual මෙයා උදාහරණ මම දෙන්නම් ලියා ගන්න ඕදැන්ට auditory and visual AUDITO or auditory and visual ශ්‍රව්‍ය දෘශ්‍ය චිත්‍රමවනවානේ Next one, narrative style. Narrative style. Next one, short sentences. Short sentences. Next one, emphatic words. Emphatic words. Okay, emphatic කියන බලක් තියෙන වචන බලාත්මක වචන පාවිච්චි කරනවා. Emphatic words. Can you see? Short sentences, emphatic words, narrative style, vivid pictures, force of language, power of language, emotions, auditory visual images. Power of language, force of language, emotions, vivid pictures, auditory visual images, narrative style, short sentences, emphatic words. EMPHATIC, emphatic words. Right, what is the theme? මොකක්ද මේකේ theme එක? මොකක්ද ගන්න පුළුවන් theme එක විදියට පුතේ? Right, spirit of game. Spirit of game. Spirit of games. Number two. Number two what? මොකක්ද ගන්න පුළුවන්? Love of one's own country. Love of country. නැත්නම් අපි කියනවා patriotism. 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 ආයෙ මොනවද ගන්න පුළුවන්? Terrorism. Right? Terrorism. These are the themes. මේ ටික තමයි themes ටික, right? How to face dangers. How to face dangers. How to face dangers. How to face dangers. Right. Right, okay. How to face dangers. Onnoitika. Right. Spirit of game, love of country, patriotism, terrorism, how to face dangers. Right. Right. Then today we will end the session today. After today we will have another class for discussion in detail analysis and for answers. Answers all time, discussions all time with other. Right. Today the description or the explanation is over. Explanation is given. Right. Okay. Right. Have a nice day. Good night.
Have a nice day, sir. Good night.